Rerun of the year 2016, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has yet again announced curbs on Durga Idol immersions on Dashami, citing Vijaya Dashami and Muharram festival falling on the same day this year. Mamata Banerjee has set a deadline of 6 p.m, post which the idol immersions will not be allowed. However, Mamata was quick to give a clarification, stating that the restriction is only for 24 hours. However, people will be able to perform the ritual of immersions on the 2nd, 3rd and the 4th of October. Mamata Banerjee has stated that the move was to ensure that there is no chaos during processions of Muharram.
যেহেতু মহরম এবারেও পড়ছে, আসছে বছর থেকে হয়তো এই প্রবলেমটা থাকবে না। অনেক বছর পর পর এগুলো পড়ে যায় একসাথে, কিন্তু সব ধর্মই আমাদের ধর্ম, সব উৎসবই আমাদের উৎসব, তাই সবাইকেই একটা কনস্ট্রাকটিভ রোল আমাদের প্লে করতে হয়। এবারে যেমন 26 তারিখে ষষ্ঠী, 27 তারিখে সপ্তমী, 28 সেপ্টেম্বর অষ্টমী, 29 সেপ্টেম্বর নবমী। যেহেতু 1 অক্টোবর মহরম আছে, তাই দশমীর দিন কিন্তু সন্ধ্যে 6টা পর্যন্ত বিসর্জন দেওয়া যাবে। যারা দশমীর দিন সন্ধ্যে 6টার মধ্যে বিসর্জন করবেন, তারা কিন্তু বিসর্জন করতে।
And going live across to my colleague Tapas Sen Gupta, who is with us on this story. Tapas, Mamata Banerjee's diktat is a bit strange, considering the fact that we saw the same situation last year where the state government had said time limits for idol immersions. The BJP then ended up going to court, and of course the court had said clearly that it looked like the government is indulging in minority appeasement. So are we looking at another legal battle once again?
Well, absolutely so, without an out of doubt, because this time around, I mean, speaking to several puja organizers this time around also, and they are also of the opinion that if they would place a request before the state government, and if the state government doesn't come to rescue them, then they will have to take a legal course of action. So we can only say that we'll just have to wait for a few days, maybe by middle of next week or before puja. Obviously, there are people who are likely to go to the court to seek respite from this situation. But this time around, what the state government has cleverly done, because last year around the same kind of diktat that came from the state government, putting an embargo on the idol immersion, the timing was given at 4 p.m, and beyond that people cannot go on to immerse idol into river Ganges. But this time around, they have not officially given any notification. It has just been verbally communicated to the puja organizers by the Chief Minister of West Bengal through her speech yesterday at Netaji Indoor Stadium, but no formal notification have been made. But even though if the notifications are not made public, but as of now it has been communicated to the various puja organizers that they will have to wrap up their idol immersion by 4 p.m. on Dashmi, and the day after, that's the 1st October, they will not be allowed to carry on any idol immersion, because Muharram rallies will be taken out. And the state government is citing that in order to maintain peace and tranquility, this step has been taken to avoid any mishap taking place in the state of West Bengal, which have been under several communal turmoil since last couple of months we have seen. And the Trinamool Congress have also, of course, taken a backseat after these successive turmoils that have taken place. But the larger question that are being raised, that there are pujas which are being organized for centuries now. Then they have their own rituals, they have their own customs. For example, if you go by the example of the Shobha Bazaar Rajwari, they have the custom of going into the immersion process during the dusk time. So if the embargo is put till 4 p.m. in the afternoon, then that they will not be meeting the criteria of the state government, and they are also not ready to go by the lines of the state government, because according to them and many other puja organizers, especially the household pujas which are being organized over centuries now, they have their own customs and rituals, and all of a sudden the state government has come out with this kind of a diktat.
We have some breaking news coming in on the story. Well, while the political wheel is turning over the upcoming Durga Puja celebrations, the left has taken a neutral stand on the issue. Well, that's the big breaking news we're getting for you this morning. The left has reacted, and in fact they've taken a neutral stand on the issue. Going back across to my colleague Tapas Sen Gupta for more details. In fact, let's first listen into those reactions coming in.
I do not think immersion is not allowed. Government may think to regulate the timings, but it is for the government to explain it properly without giving an impression of any appeasement of any faith.
Well, one has to understand that the Islamic calendar is 15 days approximately shorter than the normal Georgian calendar, and these incidences where Muharram overlaps with the puja happens only a couple of years over a span of what you call 30-40 years, and we are going through that phase where it is coming, and most probably by next year the Muharram will be preponed by approximately 15 days, and this what you call overlap is not going to take place.
Going back across to my colleague Tapas and Gupta. Tapas, we just heard those reactions coming in from left leaders. It looks like they don't want to actively partake in this war of words between the BJP and the TMC.
Well, it's very surprising because we have seen that left parties and the Trinamool Congress has always been on the loggerhead. But this time around, the left have taken a neutral stand. But the sources from the left parties say that they are communist and they do not really indulge in any religious activities. And that's the reason they have taken a very neutral stand. But they're not really ready to clarify their stand. But again, if we go back to the diktat of the state government right now, the High Court last round have said to the state government that whether two communities have share a same day for their respective festivals, it is the prerogative of the state government and the state police and the Kolkata police to maintain peace and tranquility. They have to come out with a solution. They cannot put an embargo on festivals taking place in and around the country or in and around the state. So it's absolutely a prerogative of the state police and the state government to deal with the situation so that as to avoid any kind of mishap taking place. But this time around we have seen that the state government seem to have learned no lesson from that and again came out with the diktat, but cleverly they have not issued any notifications as of.
Coming in. The BJP, in fact, dares to take the West Bengal Chief Minister to court. That's the big breaking news we're getting for you this evening. The BJP has once again threatened to take Mamata Banerjee to court. Going back across to my colleague Tapas and Gupta. Tapas, like we were, in fact, before that, let's listen into these reactions coming in.
As far as Mamata Banerjee is concerned, she does not care about the law of the land. She does not care about the faith of the communities. She cares only about the vote bank politics and she cares only about the politics of appeasement. She is indulging herself in appeasement politics. People of West Bengal will give an apt and befitting reply to Mamata Banerjee.
ये चीज बंगाल का जनता सहन नहीं करेंगे कारण दुर्गा पूजा बंगाल का जनता का रग रग में घुसे हुए है और दुर्गा पूजा आज सिर्फ हिंदू का कोई पूजा पर्व नहीं है एक नेशनल फेस्टिवल बन गया अभी तो इंटरनेशनल फेस्टिवल बन गया दुर्गा पूजा भारतीय जनता पार्टी तृणमूल कांग्रेस का खिलाफ इस सरकार का आदेश का खिलाफ हम सड़क पे भी उतरेंगे.
Going back across to Tapas and Gupta. Tapas, we just heard those reactions coming in. The BJP indicating once again that they will take this issue in court.
Well, absolutely so, because the BJP state president have hinted, at least we have heard Sambit Patra and also Rahul Sinha, and now the BJP state president also hinted that by saying that there are like-minded people who may again take a legal course to for respite this time around also. Needless to say that BJP will definitely back those people and they will be staying behind the scenes, though will be filing multiple PILs in the High Court. That is the probability, and that was hinted by the state BJP President Dilip Ghosh. Only we can say that it's been almost a month left for Durga Puja, and politics have already started playing out in the similar fashion that we have witnessed in 2016. Back to you.
Right, in fact, stay on with us, Tapas. Some further breaking news coming in. The Council for Puja Committees has attacked the Mamata Banerjee government, says that religious rights have been curbed. Well, that's the big breaking news. We have the Council for Puja Committees attacking the Mamata Banerjee government, saying that it is unfair that the government was infringing on religious rights. Let's listen into that reaction.
This will prevent people from observing their, religious rites and ceremonies. So this kind of an embargo, without there being, any proper basis or any proper decision being arrived at, and even without considering the decisions delivered by this Honorable Court, both by the Honorable Single Judge as well as the Honorable Division Bench. So the state, I feel, should not have done that, and perhaps this will cause a lot of heartburn amongst people, and it will also prevent people from practicing their religious rites and ceremonies.
We'll of course have to wait and watch as to how that plays out. But thank you, Tapas, for getting us all those details this evening.